A synagogue in Philadelphia vandalized again. A tropical cyclone hits Australia, and a look at President Trump's plans for climate change. All that and more coming up on this half hour of RTN News. Welcome back to a brand new episode of RTN News. I'm Summer Sheikey.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Now let's get into some of our local news.
A synagogue in the Tacony section of Philadelphia has been vandalized for the third time in 4 months, and police say they have a lead on those responsible. A rock was thrown through a stained glass window at the Temple Menorah Knesset High Synagogue over the weekend. Police, they have surveillance video of the vandals, and they describe them as boys ages 12 to 14 years old. At this point, police are not calling this a hate crime, and they believe the boys seen in the video are also responsible for the 2 prior incidents of vandalism at the synagogue.
Thousands of residents in Atlantic County have been left without power after a huge thunderstorm swept the area this morning. More than 3,500 people lost power immediately after the storms had happened. Egg Harbor City and Mullica Township accounted for most of the outages. Atlantic City Electric reported that there was about 2,200 people affected at 9:45 a.m. and by 10 a.m. nearly all customers had their power restored.
A historic covered bridge in Cherry Hill is closed this morning after a truck tried to pass under it and got stuck. Yesterday, authorities closed off the Barkley Farm covered bridge along Covered Bridge Road as crews worked to free the truck. However, the bridge sustained structural damage and will remain closed in both directions for at least the next few weeks. The bridge, built in 1959, is one of the few remaining covered bridges in New Jersey.
A New Jersey yacht captain has been convicted of 3 violations in connections with a boat crash that killed another man in 2015. Cooper Bacon of the Cape May Courthouse section of Middle Township was convicted on accounts of improper navigation, failure to take action to avoid a crash, and improper overtaking of another vessel. The Coast Guard said Bacon's yacht crashed into a boat off Westerly, Rhode Island, near Napatree Point on September 22nd. Each of the convictions come with a $100 fine.
Coming up, we have the latest on One Direction's lead singer.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to RTN News. Adam Sandler is planning on making some new movies. Carlin Harlow gives us all the latest news in entertainment.
Thanks, Summer. Funny man Adam Sandler has agreed to make 4 new films with Netflix. Sandler's previous work with the online streaming company includes 2015's The Ridiculous Six, 2016's The Do-Over, and soon to be released this April, a film titled Sandy Wexler. The 2015 and 16 films are known as 2 of Netflix's most watched original films. This new contract means Sandler and Netflix collaborations will total to 8. Music producer and songwriter Pharrell Williams has signed on to co-produce a musical film inspired by his childhood in Virginia Beach. Titled Atlantis, the plot was described as a Romeo and Juliet style love with a musical element by The Hollywood Reporter. More news on music that should have One Directioners jumping for joy. Harry Styles revealed the release date, April 7th, for his new solo work. The mysterious teaser commercial aired on BBC, causing fans to swarm the internet with many unanswered questions about Styles' project. So are you guys excited for Adam Sandler's new projects?
I've always been a fan of Adam Sandler, dating back to his old movies, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
And I saw The Do-Over, so I really liked it, and I'm really excited about his new movies.
Yeah, he's hilarious, so I can't wait for that.
Yeah, he's a fan of working with Netflix, so that's cool.
And they're good people,
awesome.
and he's good people, so I'm excited to laugh.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we will have the latest on the crisis in Flint, Michigan.
When up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
A 24-year-old South Jersey man was arrested after crashing his car trying to flee from police this past Monday night. Travis C. Wilson of Port Republic allegedly fled when Egg Harbor City Police interrupted a drug deal around 5:15 p.m. Wilson was chased all the way into Galloway, where he eventually crashed. He was taken down shortly after he started fleeing on foot. Wilson is charged with eluding, resisting arrest, and hindering apprehension.
Thousands of lead water pipes in Flint, Michigan will be replaced. This after the state of Michigan said it will spend $47 million to ensure safe drinking water. They'll also keep another $10 million on hold in case more work needs to be done. The money settles a lawsuit filed by coalition groups contending the city and state violated the Safe Drinking Act. Think supermarkets are clean? Well, think again. Mavish has this week's health check.
Thanks, Summer. Are you team foam or liquid when it comes to restocking your soap at home? Foam soaps are replacing traditional liquid soaps more and more in public places. But according to a study, that trend may have some risks. According to Dr. Oslam Iquilis at UCLA School of Medicine, foam soap was not as effective as liquid soap in eliminating hand bacteria. Research suggests that the issue arises since foam soap comes out of the pump as a lather, where in liquid soap, the lather is built as you wash. There is even less soap in a single pump of foam. Now, we go to the supermarket thinking it's pretty clean since we're buying food to eat. But beware, there are some pretty germ-infested spots even there. Dr. Charles Garba at the University of Arizona says, first things first, wipe that shopping cart handle with a wet wipe. Next, the cart's child seat. Let's be honest, little kids are full of messes. So before you put your purse or vegetables there, grab wipes that may be available at the entrance or have some on you. Now, as you make your way over to the produce aisle, make sure you choose fruits or vegetables that do not have some sort of cut or tear in them. Everyone touches produce. You do not want food that has been touched and is open. Sanitize your hands after using the self-checkout touchscreen and credit card screen. And finally, you may be saving the planet when you use reusable bags, but don't forget to wash them with soap between uses. You need that morning jolt, sure. In fact, millions of people use caffeine to wake up and avoid being tired. But do you go for it during the day too? Well, then how much is too much? According to the Mayo Clinic, 400 milligrams of caffeine a day seems to be safe for most adults. That's equal to about 4 cups of regular brew a day or 10 cans of soda. Drinking more than that will cause headaches, a fast heartbeat, and nervousness. To help cut down, start counting your cups, drink one less per day, or go decaf. So apparently 10 cans is still okay, which I kind of found really hard to believe.
I can't believe that. I feel weird
that's
after
a little
one.
crazy.
Yeah, so, but I mean, I think keeping it to 1 or 2 a day about any caffeine is probably the way
definitely.
to go.
There's some days I even go without soda. I don't try to drink it that much. I know it's a little, I don't think.
Yeah.
I only have like 1 cup of like coffee, so like that's like my caffeine intake for the day.
And like in the morning, it is okay to go for it, but it's during the day where you should kind of watch out a little bit more.
Yes.
Thank you, Matt.
No problem.
Well, after the break, find out what car company is investing more than $1.2 billion into their factories.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Welcome back to RTN News. Let's see what's happening in your country. Ford said this morning that the company will plan to invest $1.2 billion in 3 of its Michigan factories, which will support 130 jobs in a plant that makes engines. Ford plans to spend $850 million to retool the Michigan assembly plant in preparation for building the Ranger pickup truck and the Bronco SUV. Ford is also investing $150 million at its Romeo engine plant located in suburban Detroit. The investment will help retain or create new jobs. The remaining $200 million will go to self-drying vehicle programs.
A tropical cyclone has made landfall on the Australian coast, and its powerful winds and torrential rain are wreaking havoc. Tens of thousands of residents were urged to evacuate before Debbie hit. The storm has sustained winds of over 100 miles per hour and gusts to over 160 miles per hour. Reports say that the storm brought as much as 8 inches of rain in just 1 hour in some areas.
A southwestern Missouri teenager has been sentenced to 25 years in prison after he fatally shot his 12-year-old sister. 15-year-old Tristan Potts pleaded guilty to charges of second-degree murder, armed criminal action, and attempted first-degree arson. Authorities say the siblings were adopted out of foster care, and Potts was 13 when he killed his sister, Teresa, outside their home in Jasper, Missouri. Potts has been certified to stand as an adult in the trial.
President Trump is expected to sign an executive order today dramatically changing America's approach to climate change. CNN is reporting that the order will lift environmental rules, rescinding at least 6 Obama-era orders aimed at regulating carbon emissions and curbing climate change. Also included, according to the New York Times, lifting a ban on new coal mining on federal lands, a move the Trump administration hopes to restore thousands of lost mining jobs. Spring sports are just beginning, and Kevin Cornell has the latest on our Rowan sports teams.
Thanks, Summer. The Rowan University women's swimming and diving team had 11 individuals and 5 relays that received New Jersey Athletic Conference All-Conference honors on Tuesday. Bailey Howarth was selected as the NJAC Rookie of the Year, and Brad Bowser was chosen as Coach of the Year. Howarth scored the most points with 73 out of the Rowan freshmen at the Metropolitan Championship. She also earned NJAC All-Conference Second Team honors for her performance in the 200 breaststroke and honorable mentions in the 200 individual relay. Attack Jess Havers was chosen as the Women's Lacrosse Offensive Player of the Week. Pitcher Jesse DiDomenico was selected as the Softball Rookie Pitcher of the Week, and Harrison Escoffery was selected as Men's Outdoor Field Athlete of the Week accolades. Havers had 7 goals and 1 assist in 2 wins for Rowan this past week against Newman and Roanoke. DiDomenico picked up her 2nd straight Rookie Pitcher of the Week after a complete game 1-hit shutout in the win against Newman. Escoffery placed first in the field of 23 competitors in the high jump with an ECAC qualifying leap of 2.04 meters. The Rowan University baseball team put up 4 runs in the first inning to help them defeat York College by a final score of 8-4 this past Sunday. Left field Jason Clapper and first baseman Joe Sadler each contributed with 3 hits, 1 RBI, and 2 runs. Right-hander Brad Machinsky picked up the win, making him 3-1 on the season by throwing for 8 innings. The Profs will advance to 12-6 on the season, while York falls to 9-5. The men's outdoor track and field team traveled to Monmouth season opener on Saturday. Anthony Salimo took first in the 400-meter hurdles with a time of 53.69, only to be followed by Chris Messiano, who finished in 3rd place with a time of 54.67. The Profs also took the 4x100-meter relay team with a time of 41.92 seconds. The Profs will look to compete next in the Danny Curran Invitational at Widener University on Friday, March 31st. And now we head over to Dino Arantoulis with the latest on the women's lacrosse team.
16-5 victory against Newman University. The women's lacrosse team hoped to make it 4 wins in a row Saturday, but first they had to play the Roanoke Maroons. With 29 minutes and 41 seconds in the first half of the game, attacker Allie Herbert charges to the net and scores, taking the early lead in the game. Having a 2-0 lead with 26 minutes and 37 seconds, attacker Courtney McCartan of the Maroons works away into the net to score 2-1 Rowan. With 18 minutes and 30 seconds, Rowan having a 5-1 lead, defender/midfielder Liz Kramer throws the ball steadfast directly into the net, increasing the lead by 5. With 14 minutes and 12 seconds in the first half, midfielder McKenna Pollock throws the ball above the goalie's head to cut the deficit in half, 6-3 Rowan. With 7 minutes and 24 seconds in the first half, Rowan having an 8-3 lead, attacker/midfielder Sarah Kronberger gets past the defense and scores, trying to help her team to stay in the game. With 20 minutes and 48 seconds in the second half, Rowan having the lead 10-6, attacker Maddie Bray gets close to the net and scores, taking a 5-point lead. Trying to make a comeback with 7 minutes and 40 seconds in the second half, midfielder Morgan Barlow tricks the goalie and scores, making the score 11-9. It was the Maroons' third straight unanswered goal. Rowan fights back with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. Attacker Daniel Hubbs scores. Rowan University defeated Roanoke College 13-9. They improved their record to overall 5-2. The next home game is this Wednesday, March 29th at 6 p.m. against Catholic University. This is Dino Arantulis reporting from Richard Wacker Stadium for RTN News.
And a nice 13-9 win there for the Profs against Roanoke. Great start to the season for them there, Sean.
Oh, great season start for them. It's always good to come on strong with a double-digit win, and the 13-9 is going to be a real powerful one. It's going to really push them through the season.
Absolutely. Definitely helps to solidify a good week for the Profs as a whole.
Hey, good week for the Profs. That's what we love here.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of RTN News. I'm Summer Shiki.
And I'm Sean Kelly. Have a great week, Rowan University.